Okay, the wait is finally over. This is the review you've been waiting for. Mortal Kombat 9, and I chose the Xbox 360 version because, I don't own a PlayStation 3, but I managed to get the Xbox version. Now, I will explain what I'm talking about is that last year I did a month of Mortal Kombat related video games, Mortal Kombat related movies. And if you want to keep up on what I'm talking about, click on the link in the descriptions to watch the older videos. Okay then, before we begin, I like to explain something. I'm going to be reviewing this game as myself, but you probably know that on my account, you probably know that my name is Chris, but that's all I'm going to explain. I won't reveal too much right now. You can just go by my Google account name, Chris Falcon. Okay, I won't talk about this much. Let's just dive right into Mortal Kombat 9. Okay, as the game begins, you're introduced to a logo of Nether Realms. That's because it used to be, Midway. But then they started to change it because they wanted a darker tone. But I guess that was from the original creator's idea. Ed Boon. But what do I know? This is continuing the story, how it is. Okay, let's begin. Where this game takes place, it takes place after Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Or probably it takes place during that time. Now, it's not really a continuing story. It's kind of more like a reboot. It's like continuing the story where it left off, but also changing it completely. You see, the story is Raiden is going to, how do I explain this? It's kind of hard to explain. He tries to telepathically tell his younger self to go back in time and completely, change what's happening now. Now I'm going to start at beginner because, it's going to get harder each time. Now the game takes you back from the original Mortal Kombat, but this time in a cinematic kind of form. How is that explained? Well, let me explain it to you. What I'm trying to say is that it uses the new design, of the Mortal Kombat characters, and this time there's cutscenes. And it makes the game a little bit longer. Now let's begin fighting. Well, I can tell you that the controls are good, but not too much. When you're using the analog stick, it kind of feels a little sluggish. Like when you're punching a person and you're moving around trying to do that, it's kind of hard to understand what's happening. Yeah. And I'm playing a tag ladder, which means that you can switch between characters. They're not even trying. Although I am doing easy mode. I'm trying to do my best trying to explain it. Oh, and every time you beat an enemy, you earn a combat coin. The combat coins help you earn items and IEPs, or those things that you get, to design the clothes of the characters, or unlock other items as well. Watch this. Just wait. Okay, now watch this. added a X-ray mode, which makes you see what's happening inside and their broken bones. And I will explain to you, I have no idea of any fatality moves, so I really can't explain much of what's going on. Because the fatalities are difficult to control and to actually know, because in the earlier games the fatalities were kind of simple, easy, but really hard. You know, you have to do up, left, right, you know, B, A, B, like you have to do it really fast, but for experts they could probably do it in a second. For an average gamer or a beginner, it was really hard to master, even when the first game came out. Okay, so I'm taking down Kano. And Jade. Oh.
Round 2, fight!
Okay. It's a slaughter fest here. Hit me. Come on, hit me. I want to show you Kano's X-ray. Okay. Oh gosh, I missed it. Oh well. Okay, continuing with the next part of what I'm about to explain. Now about the contacts in the game. In the game, there are stuff that you can find from like the previous games, like you know, any Xbox game, you can find downloadable contacts. But I'll get back to that. There's also, when you go to fight, there are those. Remember, like in the first game, there was like, you know, test your might. Well, now there are other kinds of ways you can do it now. There's test your luck, test your might, yeah, including test your sight and test your strike. Test your strike actually, you know, impresses me a little. I'll explain it, and I'll show it to you as well.
Test your strike.
Now here, instead of, you know, mashing the buttons and just trying to get to the high, you actually have to find where it's pointing green to strike. You can't just keep going up, you gotta actually go like at the point where it's green.
Johnny K!
And you'll be able to, you know, like manage to hit the brick in the middle. Make sure you don't hit red. Also, another thing I found is that, remember, if you're starting out in this game and you're just a regular person trying to play the first Mortal Kombat, or if you chose this, right now, you better make sure that you go to training mode first, where they teach you how to actually do, like, a bunch of moves in the game. They also have a practice mode. And as well as that, they have a fatality tutorial, where back then there have been difficulties trying to get to the fatalities. I've explained that, but like how now they actually teach you how to do it. It's pretty simple and easy, and they do give you enough time to actually do it. So it's not really, like a big bust. You get time, and it helps you with new skills that you're trying to learn, and also helps you progress more in this game. Now, the other things I have to mention is that, like every Xbox 360 game, there are downloadable contacts. I'm going to be using my account. Like in downloadable contacts, you can literally just try to download like items or any kind of stuff, like probably new clothes in the game as for the characters, but also old skins, meaning that they can give you the old looks of, oh gosh, what? Oh, looks like I can't show you. It looks like my Xbox Live account is down. But I can explain to you that there are also other stuff that you can check out. You can check out also a new character, which is Freddy Krueger. I have no idea why Freddy Krueger is in the game. There's clearly no connection whatsoever. Well, that's Mortal Kombat 9 for you. My only complaint is that, to my knowledge probably, that there's no way to turn off the blood or violence, the fatalities and blood. And that would be helpful if you're trying to introduce it to younger gamers, but I can't find it anywhere. If you know where it is, or if there's any code for it, please let me know. Now, I give this game an 8 out of 10 because it is actually a great game, and even rebooting the series, it's really worth checking out. So get a copy on Xbox 360 and also PlayStation 3. But I do have to explain something. If there's like a younger kid out of age 3 to 15, make sure that he stays away from this game. And if you have a kid under that age, make sure they stay away until probably they're an older age. Even the box explains to you that it's for adults. But if you're risky enough to show it to them, you better make sure to get a lot of things to explain on what the game has, because they might get really scared and might end up like this.